Due to my current situation, it seems as if I'm SOL, and so I must go keyboard and mouse, like a loser. And I don't want to feel like a loser, but I guess we're gonna... Fine. I'm playing Sable, with a keyboard and a mouse. And this is gonna be highly unintuitive, because I'm going to be playing Sable with a keyboard and a mouse. But we're gonna deal with it for this first little thing. Uh, oh, that's also a thing that I could, like, end up with. Alright, I'll talk about it later, but there are problems with the Amori VODs that I'll get into much later, but my brain's bouncing around all over the place. Let's just, you know, um, there we go. Let's just get to the game, shall we? Let's just transition over to perhaps the game. There's no sound coming from the game. There's sound coming from the game. This is Sable. So I've heard a lot of like really good things about this game. I actually was suggested by a friend to play this game like literally this past Friday. No, this past Sunday even. And so I'm like, fine, just, buy it. Um, never heard of it. I've heard of it here and there. It's like an indie game, sort of along the lines of, apparently it did sort of like brazenly, not steal, but get some like gameplay inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Um, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that is. Trademark, trademark, trademark. Sue me, Nintendo. I'm right here. Just do it. Arms outstretched. I'm embracing death. Do it. Do it. Um, nah, it apparently got some gameplay inspiration from Breath of the Wild, and is sort of like a coming of age kind of thing. Um, I, ooh, that's all I know about it. I know about like the cell shaded graphics kind of thing. The intro to this, the intro graphic of everything like loading up and such, um, kind of reminded me of what was that one puzzle game, um, that was very cube based. Uh, it'll come to me, but Sable, say, say, Sable. Sa- Sable? Sable. Alright. Sable! I've got empty save slots. Let's go with this one. Let's freaking go. Never let me say that again. I feel bad for even having the thought. Antechamber. That's what I was thinking of. Boy, it's taking a bit to load for my beefy. Oh, there we go. Oh, little bug guy. Little fella bug guy. Oh, and we got a little like stop motion kind of feel going. That's cool. I've never seen that in a video game. Ooh. See with the floating particles too, I don't know why, but I've always been sort of like You know, that little, you know, floating bubble thing. It's always made me feel warm and cozy. Ceremony. Use Waz to move Sable. Oh, so we're Sable. See, there you go. So, this is what I was talking about with the inspiration, the Breath of the Wild inspiration is apparently you can climb on any surface. So like I can like this wall, climbable. Um, you know, just brazenly like I guess ripping from Breath of the Wild, but you know, it's got its own feel. It's um uh uh good faith, a good faith thing. But I feel like I've seen this game before. You probably have. Um, you know, it did end up being relatively well known. Move towards the wall to begin climbing. Keep an eye on your stamina. Oh, that's what the square is. Gotcha. I wonder if anything's like back there. Yeah, it did end up being like pretty well known. It like for a little bit there, it was pretty like well talked about. Um, and then it just sort of faded into the background. It never faded into my background per se, because you know I was constantly being hounded to play this game. But you know, mm, it was like a very like well thought after indie game for a good bit there. C to crouch. Boy, I wish I had my controller. God. You know, that's the other thing is the desert scenery. Desert scenery also it gets me going pretty good. Um I had a little bit of that when I was playing the Starshifter demo. Um but nah, this is just straight up, you know. Oh, who's that? Oh, the Ibex camp. Or the former Ibex camp, because I see no Ibexes here, unfortunately. Is that the plural of Ibex? Ibexes? Ibexes? Anyway, palette good. Oh, there they are. I was wondering where they went. Oh, cool, I get to do voices. I can feel Jotty smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. Oh, that's me. Got it. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I'm not worried! The frick are you talking about? I tell her I'm not worried at all, and it's possibly the least convincing I've ever been. Well, you didn't have to, like, you know, spell it out like that. You can say that, my love. But I do know how you are. You're gonna be nervous until you've started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? We have bikes here? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was gonna be alright. I told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through the fabric. I'm glad I read this as, being my mother correctly. Suddenly there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward and put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Oh, I'm also a she. Good to know. Johnny reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I don't know where to start. Johnny's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hillel and Driss. Driss should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hillel will share something, well, let's just say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jadi's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I ask Jadi what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable. Or right ones. I'll be glad if you choose to stay with the Bexy, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what. So long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. You do so with my blessing. So don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Damn straight she does. Now go speak with Talal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Sizzo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you. A compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gilding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Holds the Q button. Oh, okay, so that's my mini-map. I need to complete tasks for Lol and Dress. Not that, it's surprising that, a compass is my mini-map. Just that, that's what my mini-map looks like. That's a cool looking mini-map, I gotta say. Where are you again? Halal? Driss? Halal? As I approach Halal, they give an enthusiastic wave. Sorry. As I approach Halal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I always appreciated Halal's verve and vigor, and on a day like this, I'm ready to match it, with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable! Take this! Halal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth not borrowed from Halal's hands, but emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. I didn't bring anything for you! Halal gives a tinkling laugh. Oh, Sable, you can make up for it when you return someday. What I've just given you is a gilding stone. What do you feel? I tell Halal that I feel electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding. Did I call it like a gilding stone before? Whoops. Gliding stones are vessels for perpetual. The perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now, it's empty or dormant and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Paul claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Paul stops me. Oh, have you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yeah? I remember Jadi's words now and tell Halal I'll go around and see Driss. Oh, I have a quest log. Okay. Spoke to Jadi at the camp, said Halal and Driss had tasks for me. Activate the gliding stone at the altar. I need to complete tasks for Halal and Driss. Got it. And Q is the thing that I have. What do you have to say to me? Jadi greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. Gilder. I've been switching the L and the I this entire time, you fool. Uh, let's see. It's so strange getting called that. I tell Jadi how strange it is being called Glider instead of Sable or even Clan Child. Just trying to get you used to it. She seems to really like it. And maybe I like it too. My little glider. It sounds oddly derogatory. I like it. What's in the post box? Hello, Sable. Unread messages, 0. Cool. Nobody loves me. Right. No. Yeah, I can tell that there's like maybe a little less polish around the... Oh, we can jump way higher than Link. This isn't like that other game at all. Oh, what's that? Is that a bong? Sick, dude. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful, or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs even feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Stable, hello. Um, hey, how are you today? I asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there for a moment. But I can't do it. I'm too keen, and the words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly maybe have a bike for me. Your bike. He yells it like it's an idea he just had. Your bike. Yes, of course, right. Yes. Your bike. That I was meant to, that I prepared for you because today is your... Did you forget? In abject horror, I gently ask if he may have forgotten. What? What? I would never. It's obviously I have your bike, by which I mean I arranged it for you in a, well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. A tutorial? Yes, exactly. A learning experience. Driss, you could just say you just forgot the bike, man. You see, Sable, before one can own their own bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. Cool. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding. But Driss does seem sort of earnest. Sort of. So, instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Driss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a bit shabby. A tester if I've ever seen one. What's the bike's name? Driss seems scandalized, puts hand over face. That's a bit personal, don't you think? Just sand cutter will do it for now. Youngsters these days always asking questions. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young rider. Don't fall off. Don't lose your bike. When you're not riding on it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass or whatever. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, hover bike. I I really do like the, stuttering nature kind of thing. Yeah, the back's just like scraping against the ground. That's nice. So, oh, strafe. So spaces to like go back and forth like this. That's interesting. And I get a little whistle when I go to strafe. That's cool. All right, I did the thing. Do you have my bike now? I return to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations! How's your first free glide ride? Any strange, rattled, unexplained hissing, small fires? The back was scraping against the ground. What do you mean, fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Driss, this is important, dude. Did you almost kill me? Is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been by Hall? Uh, oh, right. Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use of the sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands. And Lal's got something to show you, too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike. And I depart for Halal. Where's Halal again? So that's my bike. Sliding Stone needs complete tasks for Halal and Driss. Alright, so supposedly Halal is somewhere. Probably in, like, this direction. Alright, that must be the guy. Hello, Halal. My main guy. Are you my main guy? I don't know. I think you are. Umar. God damn it. Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Can I have this bucket? Yeah! Bucket man. Sophie! Dude, it's been a bit. Mid-weed stream. I'm sure you mean midweek, but man, if I had a bit of weed on me, dude, I'm not sure if that's legal here. I actually have to look that up. Yeah, man. I'm switching my schedule. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do to do Fridays. Oh, I got money. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to freaking do Fridays, and so instead of doing Fridays, I might be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays instead. Truly, the extra day makes up for me. Oh my God, what was that? will make up for me not being able to do Fridays. But we'll see. We'll see what Fridays had to offer, and if Fridays had to offer good, then I'll be doing. God damn it! I'll be able to do more of this. Even more of this. Is that the guy? No. Where's the guy? But yeah, how's it hanging, Sophie? Oh, you're all cool. Yeah, man, it's like... Where's... Wait, was this Halal? Was this the guy? Yeah, this was Halal. Head over to the temple. Yeah, okay. Okay. Get off the wall. And, you know, take your little patootie down to the place. I don't know where I left my bike. There it is. I'm sure this is going to be a lot more, like, intuitive once I actually get my controller working. Let's see. Complete tasks, activate the gliding stone at the altar. Alright. So it should be in this direction. This game's so pretty. That's what I said! I love this freaking look, man. I like, so that temple, I'm not sure if you can see it from here. Yeah, you can't, but like that was the starting place, and you don't really see the environment until you get out of there. Oh, whoa. And so what ended up happening was I get out of the temple and I look around and it's just gorgeous. Just mwah, chef's kiss. Man, I love the look of this game. It kind of reminds me of Antichamber. If Antichamber had like a really good natural vibe, good natural essence going for it. And you know what? I'm all down for that. I'm just wondering if like all of this is gonna be sand stuff, because if it is, and they can do some creative stuff with the sand stuff, then we're all golden. I'm like down for that. Let's see. So I'm assuming my goal is to get to the top of this here hill. There's some like little context clues for like a previous civilization, or like a crumbled, you know, previous way of life. So I'm sure we're gonna get to know what that is. That a slug? Who are you? Little guy? Chum egg? The hell's that? Chum egg. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. One chum egg, so I get some collectibles. There's gonna be like a chum egg seller very soon here. Oh. It's Mothman. Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. And that was it. That was the end of my journey. Crushed by a stone. Should I call my midweek streams like stone streams? Midweed streams? I feel like that might be a bit deceiving. Like, just a tiny bit disingenuous. I don't know. I might give that a go. I might try it. Just for shits and giggles. Ooh. Little pyramid. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? Maybe it feels right. I am ready for Rona to know me. I'm ready to know myself. Rohana. Sorry. I'm ready for Rohana to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I'm in her sight. The stone. Wait, but my stone. Well, it's usually a weed stream for me, well. Good. It better be. This is I'm so glad you get high to this. That just makes me feel really good. Whoa. What's going on here? Whoa! I didn't know we were playing an existential marble stream. Up I go. Yeah, don't mind me, just passed out. In for processing. Cool. That's weird. You know, this is kind of nuts, right? Because like that one moment kind of emphasized how saturated everything is, or undersaturated, sorry, everything is. Um, as press space to glide in midair. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay. I believe I've found out what our parasail is. Oh, this rules. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, I had no idea that this thing was part of the game. I guess this is sort of like why I didn't really get any, talks about like, oh, don't spoil the game or whatever, because, you know, there's not, ooh, that was almost bad. There's there's not much talk about this game. And I'm suddenly starting to see why that's an absolute damn shame. Because I haven't even like I'm not even what, an hour into this game? And already we have like a look at me like move. Look at me dance around, man. Yeah, woo! Little gyroscope action. Where am I going? A little rotate. I'm having way too much fun with this. Also, I didn't know we were playing, what was that game that I played with the marble that was kind of like Marble Blast, but like not? It started with like a V, I think. That game. I didn't know we were playing that game. You know the one. I don't know actually if you know the one. That was a long time ago. Hey, guys, I have a power now. Oh, glider! Oh, I get it. Of course you know I have the power now, because, like, that's the whole point. I'm a glider now. Yoink. Alright, halal. Hal. Hal. Hey, Hal? I'm just gonna call you Hal now, because it feels weird calling you halal. I have the thing, my guy. When I return to halal, it's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? It's strange, I'm a little queasy, safe, like a warm hug. Exciting, I'm gonna say. I tell Halal that hovering is exciting, and ramble for a moment about all the things I'll be able to do when I'm out there in the world. Most of them involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt, but I'm sure I'll come up with more in practice. Right? You can do anything you want. Halal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know? I miss it so much. That feeling just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, or else I might never come back from my gliding. Just be out here heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. Uh, yeah, that fits. I tell Halal I'll throw myself into 1,000 chasms on their behalf, and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. Takes a really serious focus. Well, alas, even if there is a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't got to that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss. I think about that, but decide that there is already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're gonna love it out there, Sable. Even when you don't. My advice? Try and have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all that's out there, but the world's an easier place if you just put joy first. I thank Wall for their advice and for their help, and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. Warning and reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Halal. Before I go, Halal gestures towards the tower. It seems Sizzo wishes to see me before I leave the clan. The ceremony. I'm gonna go out this window. Bye! Okay. Getting a little antsy there. Oh, look, it's another bong. I'm actually starting to wonder if that's actually what it is. Oh, what are you doing? As she looks out across the landscape, Zeki's shoulders sag a little. I wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Zeki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Ilaria over there. I follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance, which I now understand is her daughter, Ilaria. Does she need help? Zeki shakes her head. No, she's fine. And I'll get her. I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting? I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Wow, and I didn't even, like, realize before I started climbing, like, paying attention to it. That stamina bar is um, not very large. Hopefully I get some updates for that. Upgrades. Sorry, upgrades. The balloon was more fun than the person in it. Was this the person in it? I approached the cartographer. Cartographer Jordan. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? Longingly? I clarified that I was looking curiously, and that balloons aren't exactly my ideal vessel. The newcomer shrugs. Fair enough. I suppose when you can ensconce yourself in a peaceful little bubble and float down from the sky, the balloon loses some of its charm. But I'll accept your curiosity. I give the balloon an approving nod so that he doesn't feel too bad. Aw, nice. Well, good to meet you. And oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose if you've come all this way to see me, it's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I mean, I would love a map. I tell the cartographer I'd love a map. Of course you would! That'll be 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a pre-gliding glider with empty pockets. I'll tell Jordan I'd be back. I'll need to ask Jaddy for some money. Farewell, child. Ah, a map quest. Now I'm kind of like... I'm wondering if that's going to be me paying for the opportunity to do map quests. But, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And from what I hear, this game is all about venturing. Which, if you watched me in my Outer Wilds playthrough, you will know I'll be gushing about this game all goddamn day. What's up? Sizzo is an outplanner to the Ibexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall and think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Mechanists, I'm told, are given their post and by their training and their code must go where they are needed. But Sizzo's been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she's one of us. I think there's a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus outplanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us, and who we must leave behind. But all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased, Sizzo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I'm gonna give her that snappy like, hey, Sable. I can only think of one thing. Better now that I'm getting excited for my bike. I'm a bit worried, am I really getting a bike? I want my bike. Sizzo has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. Ah, throaty, got it. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yeah, Jody told me how excited you were. Sizzo sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think we may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss for his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? I asked Sizzo if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you're not going to make your own hoverbike. You're going to build your own hoverbike. What? Yeah, what? I was about to ask the same thing. What's the damn difference? To make suggests you're creating something, but your bike already exists. They simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Sizzo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. It should be useful for finding the old parts. I asked Sizzo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the... wait, sorry, reborn? That implies they were born. So what happened? What? Anyway, our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships and fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another one up on that green... Wow, I almost said green rock. Great rock. Near the other side of the canyon. And another behind the old dam in the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Do most gliders make their own bikes? I asked Sizzo if gliders really make their own bikes. Only the lucky ones. I tell Sizzo I'll see her soon, and head off in the search of the components. Together we'll create something out of this new out of the old. I am getting a bit scattered. My bad. Alright. Press N to use the navigator to mark interesting... Wow, that's wild. Okay. Interesting landmarks that appear... Let's see, so... She said... This place... Oh, they're different little colors. That's cool. She said on that great rock on the other side of the canyon, so I'm guessing she means this. And another one over on the dam, if I can do that as well. Alright. And so if I open up Q, yeah, cool. Oh, oop. I pressed E to jump. That's apparently not the correct button, and I should be ashamed for thinking such. Man, the navigation here gets, like, super wild. Whoop, whoop. Almost had a Gmod moment there. Alright, so she said that they're reborn here. So I'm wondering if one of the parts are here? Maybe, perhaps? Can I, there we go. Nice. Okay. So, there's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Push the button. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing around with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright. Let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay. When I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Shit. Oh, on Rona's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Oh, on Rona's mask. Got it. Rohana being the person, the god. Got it. Yep. Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, okay. Let's focus. This thing's moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the Machinist notes. Long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Toma. The one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're gonna crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Shit. So, like, did they just straight up, like, not perish, but, like... This is a cutscene. What's going on? Cross arms. A child! Saima, are you looking for the calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker, and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I'm older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. You're a horrible child. Yep. Simon laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Simon. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator, or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. A battle detour. Okay. A collectathon mission? I can deal with that. I can do that. I can get some beetles. I can collect bugs. Once I find out where that is. I mean, there was this little thing, like, right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. This little outcropping. Is there anyone here? No? I mean, there is, like, a panel. Oh, it's just, like, a bike workshop. I mean, that's cool. Or maybe not just a bike workshop, but, like, a little machining, sort of district thing. Or district thing. Outpost, outcropping. This does remind me a bit of, who I just watched a show, and I'm trying to, like, think of it. Again, it'll come to me, probably. Trigun, that's the one. It reminds me of Trigun, just a little bit. Mama, I could ask something about, you know, catching beetles for that awful little Saima. Do you know where I can find some beetles? There's a nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it, though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. And then you can sneak up and grab it. I tell Jotty that the cartographer wants 50 cuts for a map of the Ewer. I try to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much. Not enough for precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it mostly wisely. And then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. That is such good advice, by the way. When you just start getting money, just use it wisely most of the time. Just have fun with it when you don't need to strictly use it wisely. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Jotty effusively and head out on my way. Alright, cool. So I might just get get my thing. Get my map first. Whoop, 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 whoop. Johnny with the Johnny with the treat yourself advice. I'm sorry, it's been about a month since I streamed, so my chops might be not quite up to par. But yeah, real advice. Take that advice, y'all. Greetings, child. I like the traveler mustache that the dude has on his mask. I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade then. Oh, I get to buy things. Okay. I seem to have something with your something. I'm exiting. I thank Jordan for the Ewer map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Sure. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you from Hakoa to the Stodic Waste. It's probably pronounced Stodic, but I'm getting the hang of it. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child! Alright, you've unlocked a piece of the map. You can navigate to the map screen in the pause menu. Once you visited a place, you can fast travel that location using the map screen. And your hover bike will travel with you. That's sick. I like that. I enjoy that a lot. Where did you say the Beatles were again? Beatles just east of here. Nope. Let's see, that's big glider to you. What was your gliding like? I asked Jody about her gliding. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you when you get back. I crossed my arms in protest. Pout all you want. I don't want to spoil any surprises. She lowers her voice to a whisper. But I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers? And that's all I'll say about that. You should get going. Well, that gets me pumped up. Where is east? My map. So, never east. Cool. So, probably there-ish. There's also this thing. And I also made, like, a mark on the dam, but I'm not sure where that would be. Wow, there's a lot of exploring here. It's not like, Breath of the Wild big, but it's definitely big. Yeah, here's the bike. So what, my yellow marker was east. So I will... It's red. Oh, okay. This direction. So supposedly there's a beetle farm over this direction somewhere. Or, sorry, beetle nest. Did I say farm? I meant nest. Oh, is that another ring? Can I, like, glide through it and, get another effect or something? Or maybe just, walk through it? A little slug guy! Hey! Or chum egg, or whatever. Give me that weird little egg thing. Hell yeah. Just immaculate vibes. So maybe it's like in the dam? That's the only thing I can like think of, right? Unless it's closer to the camp, in which case, okay. Fine. Alright, supposedly there's a little bit of a little something here. Obviously not at the... Oh! Hey! Ladders! Civilization! Ways to navigate. That's generally something that we want as a society who can build dams and by nature also possibly fall into them. Damn bird. Damn bird! How is this still functional? Wait. This thing's like old and decrepit. Like, I do not see the functionality of this. But alright. Yonk. Alright, what's in here? Oh! Oh, it's another ship. Go grab some dinner, BRB. Go grab some dinner. Consume. Be good to your body and your mind. Nutrient yourself. Do a little exploring here in a bit. What are they expecting me to, like, do a puzzle thing here, or... Oh. Oh, here. Atomic control panel. Ships of the olds. Find a power supply. Alright, is that it? Is there not, like, more lore here? I really wish I had my controller right now. Yeah, no, I guess that's it. I mean, there's this, like, glowy thing at the other end over there. But, like, I can't seem to... Yeah, no. Alright. I keep on thinking about, you know, them saying, oh yeah, that's where your, where our bikes are reborn. And just the implications of what that means is, it's kind of giving me the heebies. Like, where were they first born? How are they do they just sort of like reappear then? Just out of nowhere? I would say the world may never know, but that's not true. Boat. Huh, what's up here? See, like, this is cool game design. Except, you know, maybe the climbing in those little instances there was a bit jank, but oh, do not run out of stamina there, kid. Oh, what's this? Oh, I just stole from a, like, offering table thing. Cool. I'm almost just as bad as that little kid. Alright, let's see here. Maybe there's something else in, like, the boats. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just cool to climb up the boats. If I can manage to navigate the boats a little better. Oh yeah! Yeah, it's another egg. Another chegg. You know, I'm glad. I'm glad I went on that little side journey. Whoa! That's my sliding animation? I mean, it was kind of mentioned before that, you know, this is a beautiful game, but this is, like, damn. You know, this is a beautiful game. Alright, so the beetle farm wasn't, like, in there. So I wonder if it's, like, next to one of these rocks. Oh, I almost perished there for, like, a split second. Oh, that's so cool. Again, right? I can't wait until I can play this on my controller because, you know, it's gonna be so much, like, smoother. It feels. Huh. Oh, hey! Here it is. Here's the things being gained from the venturing. Oh, this is nice music. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was told about this, is that apparently, the music from this game was made, composed, by Japanese Breakfast. Which, thank God. I mean, I shouldn't say thank God, because, like, that makes it sound like this game would have failed had it not been developed by Japanese Breakfast, which is a blatant lie. Okay, that it wasn't happy with me doing that. But no, just, you know, I'm glad. I'm glad that it has a good soundtrack. Alright, so she said that, you know, there's seeds here. Was she talking about this? This big old thing? How do I collect seeds? Oh. Or maybe it's like the flowers that she was talking about. I don't know, man. Where are the seeds here? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, get it. Get it. Nice. Collected an elephant beetle. Toss that shit. Man, they're all over it. I'm gonna collect all of these guys. I don't care what it takes. Just a complete eradication of their species by my hand. Where are you, you little screwing, big ol' ant guys? I know they're beetles, not ants. But that's not the right direction. Throw it in the right direction. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I see you. You can't run away from me. I know how much you like this. And here you go. Go get it. Haha, gotcha. Oh, oh. Is that more? Oh no, that's just like the dust settling like after I, step on some sand. How many beetles did I get? I'm looking for my inventory. I'm trying to. Oh. Ugh, this got real weird. There we. Ugh. There we go. 2. All right. Something weird happened there, but okay. Chum egg. I have 8 elephant beetles. Excellent at escaping would-be predators. Yellow elephant beetles' distinct fondness for tassel seeds is surprisingly effective at distracting them enough to capture. Good to know. So I'm assuming that that's enough to appease the child. That is tormenting my life. So, can't hide that from me. No, sir. Give me my money. I earned it. Fool! That cash doesn't belong to God, it belongs to the economy. Then again, what's the difference? What are you doing? Wait, what do you think you're doing? You little wobbly fella? Little guy? You're not allowed to have fun. Alright, so the next thing I do is bring the beetles back to the child. Wherever the child ran off to. Which I think, the last time we saw them was still by the old abandoned ship part over here. So I'm hoping, maybe, perhaps, mayhaps, a little bit, maybe the kid's gonna be here. Nope. This is gonna be an issue. Probably off, like, wandering someplace. Here. What quests do I have? Beetle detour. Alright, so it's 3. I only needed 3 of them. Give the beetle to Saima. Likes to play in the cave underneath the camp. There. Oh. But also, I was unaware that there was a cave underneath the camp. Is this the cave underneath the camp? No, silly, that's a workhouse. Oh, yeah. There you are. Look, kid. Oh, I was completely unaware that this existed. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Sima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving! You're leaving and you'll never come back! I really want to let her try it out. You know, I really, really just want to let her like suffer in silence for a little bit because, apparently she's tormented my life for this long. Nah, nah, I'll comfort her. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. She might visit again someday. No, yeah, people leave. That's their choice. I tell Simon that Yara is allowed to do whatever she likes, and that if it's her choice to go, then we must respect it. I wonder if she can tell I'm putting a little extra weight in my voice, which I hope sounds like the wisdom of age. You wouldn't leave forever, right? Not forever. I start to speak, but Simon cuts me off with a wail. Please don't go. I tell Simon not to worry, that I'll be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she'll be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me by herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her, and say goodbye for now. Alright, second thing, acquired. I have it. It's mine. Ibexi Red Dye, the dye bottle for the colors of the Ibexi Red bike. Oh. Oh, so I can get, like, basically the equivalent of, like, a Ferrari? What's this? Oh, it's like a tiny cave system. Has this been, like, closed off or something? What's the purpose of this? I feel like I should be able to do something here. I discovered it. Whatever, fine. Be that way, then. I'm just glad to have gotten that red dye. It seems like it's gonna be pretty cool. Alright, so one last part. One tiny little thing. And I'm pretty sure that that's this direction. That power supply and this here away. Oh, up there. Got it. I put my mark like on the sort of split rock right there. But clearly I don't know about you, but that certainly seemed like a big old piece of a ship up there. Alright. I don't know, some sort of a Star Wars reference insert here. I'm not going to be able to climb up this all the way, am I? Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess the stamina meter, like, runs out quicker at the outset. Which would make sense. Gives the player a little more leeway than they think they have. Alright, I am going the right direction, right? Oh, yeah, okay, I see how I can get there. Easy navigation. Simple geometry. I have not played Overwatch in so long, and I'm really glad that I haven't. Hearing the general like atmosphere around that game these days. League of Legends 2. Except it's first person this time. Wonder if there's anything like up there. And this certainly seems like an elevator kind of thing. I know my stuff. 20 more shillings. Cuts or whatever. Were they called cuts? I think so. Okay, what's this? Is that like an engine? Oh, I can like jump. Alright, what's this? Atomic power supply. Alright, so I have everything now. I'm just kind of curious as to, you know, what that goes to. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, so... Oh wait, what's that? Don't jump over it. Open it, please. Cuts. A cache of 100 cuts. That sounds like it would hurt, but okay. Made from metal harvested from crashed ships, they have holes punched through the middle where a rope can be slid through for easy and convenient transportation. I remember hearing about that in like other hearing that be a thing in like other cultures where like I don't know, I think it was like a yen having like holes through it so like it could be for easier storage, for easier access. I don't know. I could like not know what I'm talking about also. That's also a possibility. But being, you know, unchallenged, I'm living that truth. That is my cross to bear. Ugh. And so is perhaps the fact that this bike is a huge load. And I'm glad I have everything to make a new one. Can I say, by the way, that like, smoke is just awesome from a distance? The way it just sort of swirls up into the air. I know I said it before, but the visuals in this game are immaculate. Alright, getting up. Getting up. Tower exploration time. Here. Hey! So, I have the parts. I return to Sizzo with the parts as if... And it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again, once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yeah, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I knew it. I knew this was the place. Sizzo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Sizzo is in her element. I wonder if it's the way. I wonder if it's this way for all mechanists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together. Not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she's already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. Okay, so what do? Yeah, what do? Scissor relaxes in the workshop. Okay, so that's already what we read. Oh, it's automated. Thank you, Sizzo. Yes, a booster. Clunk. Let's see the other thing. Oh, I'm enjoying it. Now I'm sad that I never got to, like, work on a motorbike with my dad. That sounds like it would have been awesome. Little gliding bike front. Sticker all together, I'm assuming is what this button does. Just sort of, yeah, build your hover bike. Is what I got there. The achievement said Simoon on it? Simoon? Listen. Okay. A little close up there. Sizzo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simoon. All at once, I know the hoverbike's name. Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Sizzo know. Simoon. 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 Well done, Sable. What does it mean? What does it mean? You should ask her yourself. Sizzo looks entirely serious. The bike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing, even when I lean close. I tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better, and Sizzo looks quite proudly at both of us. You're ready then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Sizzo's prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to take care of her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They'll teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth and they'll give you more badges. I thank Sizzo twice for I thank Sizzo twice for good measure and give a bow. I'm ready. Yeah, cool. Can I make my bike red? Can I make it red now? I have the red dye. I'm pretty oh, that's one. I'm pretty sure. E. Select E. There we go. Ebexy red dye. Dye bottle for the red bike. Yeah, well, I guess I can't. All right. What was my quest again? The ceremony. I should speak to Jody about the final gliding ceremony. Sure. And my bike is nowhere to be found. I'm assuming for good reason because Jotty's like right there. Where's this go? I don't think I ever like got up here. Oh no, I have. I just sort of like didn't really. Do you have any parting words? All quotes from a section of obscure and lyrically mediocre Bexy historical ballads whenever I pass by. There's a great verse that says much about our folk, buried under sand. Huh. I'm going to get the dig at some point. Jody. Jotty. Whoops. I return to Jotty with a new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? I don't think that was her voice. I'm gonna say it right now. Uh, look at me, Jotty. I'm already gliding. Yeah, Sizzo gave it to me. I tell Jotty that Sizzo gave me the badge. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mask caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. How will I choose one? You'll have to feel it out. But when you know, you'll know. Now. The tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the fate door at the Temple of Rohana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jotty here. Sorry, I turned into an old woman very quick. Depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. Trousers? You gave me clothes? Dude, they're dyed with the traditional Ibexi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you'll no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibexi. You'll simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. And I'm ready. Damn, man. Already I, kind of get the gist here. It's, hold on, where's my bike? Over this way? Yeah. It's not just about, you know, coming of age, I guess. It's kind of more figuring it out, right? I am And it's kind of topical because of, you know, recent developments. Um, and so, I don't know. I don't know. Just getting the feelings. Getting the little sad reptile feelings, and it's... Alright. I'm assuming you are who I'm meant to go towards. Yep, there. Whoa. That's dramatic. Hey. Oh, wow. So this isn't the finale of the game? Wow. Uh, uh, right over here. There we go. Alright, so clearly I'm meant to, like, push these buttons. Yuck. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is where this is where the mask things happen. Oh, don't mind me. Just gonna climb over you very quick. Pedestal, I'm sure doesn't work until I finish the button pressing. I like this sort of like, you know, sucking in of air like you get right as you enter the floating phase. Kind of like you're kind of like holding your breath. I think I said kind of like twice in that sentence. Whoops. But yeah, you know, there's that feeling of like I'm sure the floating part is kind of, you know, symbolism for um you know, you're about to do something that you feel you're completely out of your mind for doing. And so it's just kind of like holding your breath and letting go, floating. Gliding, as it were. Is there... oh yeah, there it is. Alright, we do a bit of parkour. We do a little bit of jumping. So there was an archer over there, and this seems like just someone with a helmet on, maybe like a rider, a traveler or something. Was there something over... yeah. What do those figures symbolize? Because I've seen that one before. Oh, they're happy. Oh, they're masks. Wait. Oh, there's the mask. That's a really cool looking mask. I kind of want that mask now. Just for like decoration to like mount on a wall or something. Here, just let me get a better view of that mask. Yeah, yeah, that's a mask already. Well, here, I think this would be a better standpoint. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that thing. Yeah, thanks for the perch, man. You're a real doll. The Bexy mask. Got it. Do I have it on? I don't have it on. I feel like I should be able to equip it like right now, but that could just be me being a little antsy. A little antsy in the pantsy. Oh wow, is it morning? Is morning coming? Is that why the shadows are like traveling like that? Oh, that's so cool. Just coming out at like the exact right time. Wait, my bike? Forget my bike. I just need to get to camp. Probably not gonna need my bike once I get to camp. Cutscene time. Hmm. Damn it. I was taking a drink. You can't do that to me. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Jaddy's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet it still warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I'm grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weakly into her arms to stay forever. But I'm ready, so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you're not without friends, you're not without family, and you are not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see you try Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station, and among Sizzo's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have once on one's gliding. I did it again. Crap. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to get another machinist badge, so if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion, though. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to our, so keep an eye on the post boxes, and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath, and I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. We're all just waiting, Sable. Good luck. I just saw an egg. It's just spotted an egg that I missed. I'm upset. Can I go back for that? Alright, Alright, my next thing is to leave the canyon. F to call out. Hell? Yo! Dude! My guy! How's it hanging? Oh, look at this thing. We are not leaving yet. I have an egg to collect. And I'm not leaving until I have that egg collect. I believe it's like back here somewhere. There's some pet. There we go. There it is. There you are, you little rascal. Nope, nope. Why did you not do the thing? There we go. And there's my egg. Eggy boy. Alright, now. My dear, sweet companion. Guess let's get the hell out of Dodge. Yoink. Oh, I didn't even notice that those were like two people. I get to continue listening to this? Ah. This motherfucking game, man. I'm gonna have to put a swearing filter on my stream. I'm sorry. Or just stop swearing. I'll do the latter. I'm gonna go with the latter. I'm sorry if I'm being a little quiet right now, but Sorry, I wasn't really expecting that. uh, um, man, the friend who recommended this to me, if you are listening, you know who you are, and oh my god, I know what you're talking about now. uh, there's something special about moments like that in games. I don't really I don't really see that often, and I really, really, really never see that at the beginning of games, like right at the beginning, or rather experience that, um, just moments that you want to last forever. Okay, cool. We're back to the bong. Uh, thanks for lightening the mood there. Are you the guy? The masked caster sits, unmoving, silent. I can't tell if the masked caster is human or something else. I've heard about masked casters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges of a set and bring them to the caster, from whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for some more badges. I leave the mask caster. Um, but yeah, that idea of just sort of like going somewhere, like you don't really know where you're going, but it's somewhere. That definitely is sort of what that evokes for me. Well met, Glider. Um, we had goats in my clan. Yeah, what's in the glass vial? Oh, I made this. It's a color palette for a hover bike, inspired by my work as a herder. Here, take some, I insist. I'd be very proud to see you riding a bike with my colors, Sable. Well met, Glider. How how do you know my name? We had goats in my clan. Ah, so you are familiar with their temperament. I suppose you are a Bexy? Say hello to Umar and Jati for me. Well met, Glider. Um, what's up with the statue? Ah, you may recognize her. Oana. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we herd today. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well fed, healthy. All right, cool stuff. Oh, can I? There we go. Narrow stalk fig. That sounds freaking delicious. Undoubtedly my favorite fruit. The first thing I would ask for when we pass traveling merchants with the Avexi. Now I want to like ask the creators of the game what like those taste like generally. Logging in. Hello, Sable. 0 unread messages. Anyway, are you the dude? Nomadic merchant Bobby, you are not. Glider! Welcome to my view. Welcome, view my wares. Tell me about this camp. This is one of many beetle tent stations around Midden. Named after that big old burnt tree over there. Not sure what species an oak is, mind. There are plenty of characters passing through here. They're all worth a bother if you're on your gliding. Never know what badges and masks you might pick up. Don't be shy. chat to the tent owners, interrogate the machinists, and any other people you see around. There's also the scrapper's yard, just below the big crane over there. There's a lazy scrapper down there who will make finding scraps worth your time. See you soon. Thanks, man. You're a real guy. Or gal. Sir? The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. I'm nearly startled by the force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow, warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles behind the mask, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world is big and I feel very small. Yeah. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all? That you can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see? I think about the balled up fabric and smoothed out rock that will make my next pillow, and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing it a little. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. She reads, yeah, me too. She reads confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of the second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I'm an Ekrin guard, you see, or I was an Ekrin guard. As of 3 days ago, I am officially retired. You should have seen the way the others looked at me. There's a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me, like, what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I try to, but I can barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I said thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades that I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead. And I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my work. I even loved the noise and the trouble of Ekria. But I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I ask where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it for yourself. You'll want the northern Badlands, southwest of here. I nod, trying to keep the directions in mind, and Elizabeth gives me a little tap. Maybe I'll see you up there. View from the bridge. That is going to be a cool quest, I think. Or at least with cool visuals. I can tell that most of this is going to be, visuals. Are you okay, sir? Sir? There you go. No, oh, well, there you go. I meet Ipa, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? Do you have any tasks that need doing? Before I can even finish the question, Ipa shouts, Larval husks! I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. I need some larval husks. How much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Well, not sure if this is a part of that little bit, but larval husks are what gets left behind when the beetle larvae grow. Beautiful, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You won't need to go far. But the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're gonna have to find a way to get past her. I tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? No, ma'am. Alright, clearly a lot of quests to go on in this part of town. But, there's a dude? There's a guy I'm looking for, I think. And also, I believe there's, stuff I should be putting on right now, right? Bike parts, badges, clothing. Bexy mask. Yeah, that's actually good. How do I... Oh, there we go. Yep, Bexy mask. Wider top. Wider trousers. That is what we like to see here. And then there was also this sort of... Nope, that's just settings. Oh, yeah. Maybe I can, like, check the... Oh, no. It's gonna, like, go through the actual credits sequence there. I'll look at that when the time comes, I think. So... Oh, yeah, wasn't it said that the guy was, like, just under the crane? Oh, no, this is the junkyard. The scrapper. Oh. Hey, sir? Sir? It's a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I looked toward my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler exploring strange forbidden places and finding strange forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of sifting through sand and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of the work. Greetings, glider. Name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? It's been known to happen. Good, good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need some scrap, Sable. Lots of it. And you, out there already, doing basically nothing. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone ever spent their gliding just lying around. I would die. Yeah, I think so. I tell Alton that I would probably wither away if my gliding were anything so dull. That my sun-bleached skeleton would be found on a rock, passed away from boredom. He snorts a laugh. And I laugh too. And so he doesn't know anything about the shrieking half-second I spent in terrified contemplation of my mortality. Better not to mention it. He clears his throat. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one, eh? It's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out. Find scrap. Bring it to me. What sort of scrap? I asked Alton what sort of scrap he'd like. All of it. Big scrap, little scrap, medium-sized scrap. It's all made of metal and it's too busted up for anything else I want it. Think you can handle that? I tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore and that I return with everything I find. I say goodbye to Alton. Alright, so that's quest number 3. I'm guessing that once I do give you enough scrap, I'll have access to whatever that thing is. But again, not really my goal here. Listen, you have a guy. You know it, I know it, we all know it. A guy is present in your station. I need him. Oh, wait, hold on. Get your butt over here. No? Dude, I called you. What are you doing, man? Whoa, I just noticed what's in the background. I think that's where I'm going next. Let's see, so... Are you gonna stay there? Gonna stick around? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Where's the fella? I'm looking for a machinist. Is he in the... Oh, hey. Chumbag. Howdy. Howdy, hey. How's dinner? How did you consume? With your teeth? Or with your hands? Like a civilized person would. No, it seems... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Boy, do you think this looks like a machinist's place? I don't know. The machinist looks me over. Alright. You're late. Yeah, I know. I've never met you in my life. You would have met me sooner, were it not for your delay, but I forgive you. Any friend of Sizzo's is instantly beloved, and I take no offense. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I've been late among the Ibexi, things I've slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them. My name's Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I'm a friend of Sizzo. I asked then if Sizzo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my gliding. Comforting thought. No. It was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago and felt the shape of its voice. Of her voice, sorry. I tell Utari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Sizzo had only built her a few days hence. They waved their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizzo teach you so little? Voices of our machines are eternal. They're ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have, and yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Hands. Tacos are hand food. Dude! I had tacos, like, a couple of days ago. Like, I made fish tacos. I'll tell you all about them. Just 2 seconds. I need to, like, gush about the tilapia tacos I made. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simoon came after all. Go there. Mend what's broken or soothe what's hurt, and I'll give you what you seek. I ask Atari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I'll be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. Okay. Oh, it's like one of those big old fat trees. You know the one. Uh, can I customize my... But bike customization... Okay, cool. Yeah, an option to customize my bike, but I guess I'll wait for that. So, something is stopping the wind turbine. So I should be able to fix the tower by removing it. I'm guessing that's the turbine. Over there. So, you know, why not? I also heard that there's a thing southeast of here. View from the bridge. Southwest. Southwest of here. So, southwest of here is sort of in that general direction. That's a bit further away. So maybe I do like a little roundabout. Maybe I like go and grab the snag and then do a roundabout to the Badlands. And check out that bridge. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Oh man, this is so cool. I love the way this game gives you just the pure unadulterated freedom to kind of just do whatever. I mean, after all, that's kind of what this is all about, huh? Also, is that a balloon? I think that's a balloon. I think I can get a map from this guy. Just gonna do a little bit of this spinny action. Make my way up here. So right, the tacos. The tacos I made. The tacos. Little funny on the climbing up here, but it's an indie game trying to replicate a AAA game mechanic. No one said it was perfect. But yeah, like some of my favorite like weeknight meals include just baking stuff. And so like on some weeknights, if I've got like I make my own corn tortillas. And so if I have some of those left, uh-oh. Here we are. If I have some of those left, I will like take some tilapia and just literally salt, cumin, and chili powder. Roast up some corn. You know, rinse off some black beans. Get an avocado. Put it all in a taco. And man, it's one of like the easiest things I make on a weeknight. It's one of the best things I make on a weeknight. I just really love my fish tacos, man. Even though they're not like quote fish tacos, right? They're not deep fried. I still like them. Although I should try and like, you know, breading them one time. See how that does. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate that sometimes feels despite it being so much a part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb up all the way here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? I'm really glad that the bikes had their own personalities. That's cool. Um, can I buy a map? Of course. What's that? Oh, it's a cartographer's badge. It's often quite a journey to get them, but the views are incredible and they're always worth speaking to around the local area. I mean, I have 350, I might as well, along with the map. Ah, seems I have nothing left for you. Good. Thanks, Glider. Goodbye. Alright, I have a cartographer's badge. Okay. Glad to get rid of the unrealistic way like that people just sort of glide forward from such small distance heights. Where was I going? The snag. That direction. I wanted to ask you, and no worries if you forgot if you thought it was lame, but did you happen to look up GBA Luigi? No! I have failed! I have not. I have not. Uh, no, yeah, I totally forgot. Um, but, but, and it's a huge but, I will do it after this one. I promise. Literally no worries. Yeah, no, I gotcha, no worries. I'm worrying not. I'm worrying not for myself and um my slowly sinking into dementia over here. Just a constant like downfall into pure and utter mental chaos. But you know, I will look. I will look intimately at it, and I will look at it longingly, and I will analyze it. That is my homework for the next couple of days. No? Can I not motorbike up there? Doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fair. Oh, oh. That's how I look at it, to be honest, longingly. You know, I feel like if it's close enough, if it's close enough to like what I have envisioned for the hangar, uh, then I probably will literally actually be looking at it longingly. Oh, slug. Slug guy. Chum egg. Yonk. This is such a weird game, and I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna be listening to this soundtrack, um, very often once I finish this game. It very, very quickly grew on me. I love how the wind here kind of sounds like, you know, waves crashing on the shore, even though there's like no water to be found. There's something about that quality that almost feels poetic. Someone's here. Or maybe they've been here before. Nope, no! Alright. Maybe the better idea would have been to jump. I forgot that I could jump pretty high. Or maybe not. Maybe I could just walk over. Where is it again? Oh yeah, there. There we go, the wind tower. God. Well, this brings back some flashbacks, I think. Just in terms of like how that's Oh, did I like break my legs or something? I'm sorry. Okay, here. Yeah, the space back there kind of just reminded me of a certain place in Outer Wilds. Let's see. Where should I get up? There's sort of an alcove there, but that doesn't seem right. I'm just gonna get up here. Yeah, there's a bridge. Probably the smarter way. Just get up on the wall. I think that's the one janky thing about this game that I've gotten to so far is sort of the jankiness of the climbing physics. Just a bit off. But again, I'm giving it a good bit of leeway because, well, actually I don't know how big the dev team for this was. Right. Let's get up here. Man, using the wood to indicate where he should go too, that's just a really cool way of indicating. The leaves are going absolutely bonkers. That's great. A rock. It was that. All right. That's the turbine. I was about to say, I better have, you know, gotten some sort of prize from that. Oh, geez, this stone has a bit of heft to it, huh? Up, 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 up. Ew. I also love the fact that you still panic while you're falling. Like, even though you know you had the ability to stop yourself. Nice little touch. A Mechanist top, a standard uniform worn by mechanists in Midden. Mechanists will always make sure each set has its own unique modifications for their own particular needs. Alright, nice touch. I wonder if there's something up at the top of this. I'm betting there is, which is why I'm actually going, but... I am guessing there is a chum egg up here. And I have no idea what the chum eggs are for yet. But, I hope to make my chum eggs my chums. There you are. Good. I completely forgot where I parked my bike. Right. Over there. Or over here. Yep, I see you. I see it. Her. Wait, in the corner, in the bottom left, is that like the number of nights that I've been doing this for, or is that like the time of day? Like the time of night. Alright, so it says to head back to Utari, but I actually want to go to the bridge. Bridge of the Trade. In the Northern Badlands. Uh, I am not getting a waypoint for that. Where am I? Alright, I'm down here. That's Burnt Oak. This is southwest of it, so I'm guessing this is the Badlands over here. Oh. So I guess I will just sort of go in that direction, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I can see the balloon like way over in that direction, but uh I think I'd be much better off actually, just exploring for a little bit. Finding the bridge. Because this seems like a new sort of area. Oh man, I haven't even like made it to the Badlands yet. This is a much bigger area than I thought it was. Woo. What's that? What are you? The Angler Hut. The hut of the angler. What's up, dude? You seem to be fishing for Jack Diddley Squat. You need a little help there? More than once, Simoon has slowed over a dune without my asking, or taken an unexpected but gentle curve around an invisible something, and I've wondered if she's drawing from a memory of a time before. But lately I've wondered if she's tuning into another, different flow altogether. The movements of fish as they swim beneath the sands. What? I approached the angler with this in mind, and think how interesting it must be to find one's calling in fishing, and reaching out for things no one can see. Might even teach me some patience. Hello there, glider. What can I do for you? What do I want to talk about? I'd like to learn to fish? The angler nods. That's the angler mask, eh? Hope you're more patient than some of these gliders. I'm working on that, actually. I'm certain he smirks. Hmm. Well, either way, the first thing you'll need is a fishing rod. I'll give you one of my old ones. Good for a trainee. Take this. Fishing minigame? Is that a fishing minigame I see? Oh. You can use this to cast off anywhere you can find some sand. Anywhere? Anywhere. Whether you get a bite or not will be another matter, but that's the trick to being an angler. Feeling it out. I nod. So if you want to earn the mask, that's how you do it. I'm not here to waste your time if you're not here to waste mine. For your first badge, all I'll need to see is some fish from right here in Sand Sea. Sand Sea, I get it, because bring me a bellow guppy, a pebble eye, and a pillfish, and we're good. And remember, every species has its own habitat, so you'll have to search around to find where they live. But word to the wise, a lot of fish survive by nibbling on the roots of plants. That should give you a place to start. I think and depart. Good luck out there. See, T to get out your fishing rod. You can use to catch fish that live in the sands. So you say that fish nibble at the roots of plants, and yet you're fishing here. There ain't a plant around here. Not one. Well, I guess, you know, these exist, but I'm gonna try this one. Oh, here. What? Did I... Does... Does E do sit? Oh. So then we just sort of wait, I guess? Lovely day. Shit. Okay. I see how it is. I'm gonna focus. I'm focused. I'm gonna get a fish. We're fishing. Uh uh oh shit. Oh. Okay, I see how that is. I was trying to do it with the arrow keys and that wasn't working, and so I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm getting the feeling. Okay. Get. Fish. Fish in range. Fish in range of my fishing rod. I will catch you. There you go. bellow guppy. It pulses its way through the sands using an air propulsion system that grows at the end of its tail. When frightened, the force of the propulsion can cause the bellow to drop off, leaving the fish stranded. Nice. Alright, so just a few more fish. So this is a fairly, plant-heavy place. I wonder if I can find some fish here. Alright, 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 we're in it. We're in it. This is the tense stuff. This is the real fishing hour. Okay. It's another bellow guppy. I see what you mean, sir, by finding the different biomes and such. Can I, like, mark you down where you are? Oh, I already have. Alright, cool. So then let's travel over to Burnt Oak Station and take care of the matter at hand. Utari greets me warmly. I may help? Utari's delight is obvious, and I see it even in my approach. They radiate with energy. Yeah, fist pump! You did it! Thank you and well done. Both of you. Did you have much trouble? None at all, actually. Of course not. Why would you? You're meant to do it. Now for your... I won't say reward. Now for what you're owed. Utari produces a Machinist badge, holding it out for me to take. It may have been late in coming, but here you are, where you were meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of where you've been and what you've done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us who speak the unheard language of Simoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one, and you'll need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of the Machinist. You thank Utari for it. I thank Utari for it. And tell them I have much to consider. But for just a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant and deep, like a river below the sands. Listen. Okay. So we just need one more badge. One more Machinist badge. That is cool. Is there anything? No. So I have a couple of other things here. Southwest of Burnt Oak Station in the Northern Badlands. So, if I am to look here, you said southwest. Southwest of Burnt Oak Station, so southwest. I'm guessing that it's talking about this. So that's my next destination. I might have seen a balloon in that direction-ish. Either way, I'm gonna put a marker there just for my reference. And, yeah. Follow the blue marker. Can I get on my bike? Can I ride my bike? Please? Sir? There we go. Good. So that is in that direction. Oh, here. Okay, that's a weird place to put this, but sure. East the Dunboyne, southeast the Wind Tower, southwest Chums is scrawled across this sign, and W Ecria. Uh, I'm heading southwest, am I? What's Chums? Pals, friends, acquaintances? How chummy are we talking here? Guessing pretty chummy since I'm meeting with my guard guard chum friend. Oh, I mean that looks like a bridge, or at least like a bridge-like thing. Yeah, and like stuff's floating up from it. Yeah, yep, yep. Even if it's not the bridge, I'm going. There's floating stuff there, which means I am heading up. What? What? Am I going to be able to at least go up here? Yes, I am. Oh, this is weird. It's more like a temple. Nice pink temple, which, with all this, brown stuff. Whoa. It's the chum lair. Guys, I know what to do with the eggs. Hi. Uh, Upon seeing the frankly humongous chum holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jump out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Please, don't be frightened. The giant chum cocks its head at me and chirps. Is this real? I express my tentative disbelief for this scenario. I am talking to you as much as I'm able to talk. And you're able to perceive my thoughts. But I assure you, I am as real as you are. I hear you are trying some of my carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention, which is me saying that. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast, like the desert. I mouth the syllables as it chirps silently. Sable. How beautiful. I don't have a name as such, but I am the Queen of the Chums, and you may call me Queen Chum, or Chum Queen, as you prefer. I love this character already. I bow my head politely. It's an honor to meet you, Queen. The Queen seems surprised at my formality. Oh, my, you're such a proper little human. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the deserts, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I will be able to give you something for your favor. My answer comes without hesitation, a big yes. You're a kind little slug, aren't you? Don't phrase it that way. That doesn't seem right. I think I'm gonna like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs. I had them with me already. Queen Chum. You've been busy. So many of us together already. Excellent work, young Sable. The queen coos at me while her gentle voice resonates in my head. Oh, how fortunate for you to have taken an interest in us. I find myself smiling at this magnificent compliment. A wow, I butchered that thought. Magnanimous compliment. You're a rare specimen in this age. Am I? Am I a rare specimen? What are you doing? Boink? What was that? Chum Queen tier. What's happening? Oh! Well now, you've gotten me all emotional. Lucky for you, the tears of a chum carry great power. But I suggest you keep that information to yourself. I nod solemnly, sparing her any elaboration on her suggestion. The tear feels like a gift. I feel stronger, more resilient. Bring me 15 eggs next. Yes, my liege. I wonder if these doors will open at any point. Oh. Here's the little area. Little area that was missed. We've seen those in the past. That was an amazing conversation with an amazing person. That was nice. That was awesome. That was that was nice. Oh, oh look. Right up there. I wonder if I can just straight up like climb this thing now. Nope. At least not that way. Maybe here? Perhaps? Nope. Then where shall I go? How do I climb? You know, maybe it has to be like from way up there. And like, I'm just not, you know. Where am I, by the way? Oh yeah, I'm not even in Badlands yet. If that is what that is. Yeah, that seems a little more like it. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and there's the balloon, like, way up there. Yeah, I'm, like, on the edge of it. So, I'm going to go in and just do a little search for the thing, for the bridge. Oh, a little tone shift. Alright. Not much. Not much bridge-like here. Oh, garbage. Maybe it's like further up here. Aw, and you get like the little like distorted guitar. You know, like the Badlands. Ooh, what is that? And don't get me wrong, that's clearly a different biome, but to me that seems like a bit of a ship piece. And I'm curious about it. Oh man, there's just so much. There's so much and I want to keep going, but I can't. Alright, here. How about this? I'll get to the top of this thing, get a good vantage point. Um, and after that then I'll do the thing I don't want to do. This is massive for like just a ship, like big part of a ship, the Balfron connection. Let's see. C to crouch. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Launch me. Alright, over here. Yeah! Yeah! Chum egg! What's this? Some cuts. Oh. Man, this thing's crawling with chum eggs. Look at all them little guys. Oh. Oh, this is much bigger than I thought it was. Is it? Oh, this is like a big Portal-esque kinda deal. This just turned into like a completely different game, I think. Oh, and it's a perfect place for collecting scrap. Good. Oh, that's a lot of scrap metal right there. Scrap metal collected by scrappers for use in a variety of ways, from repairing bikes and other mechanical goods to producing cuts, scavenged from ancient ships, and can be traded at the scrapyard at Burnt Oak Station. Which I guess is going to be our sort of headquarters. Can't open that because I don't have the proper means. Alright, 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 alright. I am about to get, like, way sucked into it when I really cannot, like, get way sucked into it. I am going to save. I've saved. I'm going to exit. And that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm putting myself on a restriction here, strictly because here, let me switch back over. Let me switch over here. I'm putting myself on a strict limit because we have now switched over to a schedule where I am working the next day, pretty much no matter what.